How many negative beliefs do you think are holding you back from your perfect life? Today's video is about how to change a negative belief. Keep watching to find out. First, let's see how we get those negative beliefs. Well, most of the limiting beliefs are actually formed already before the age of 7. We are still bombarded by them as we get older. However, the older we get, the more our analytical ability and our conscious mind take over, which makes it harder for limiting beliefs to enter our subconscious minds. Normally, a limiting belief sneaks into our subconscious mind when we have an emotional response to something that happened to us. And that could be something we witnessed, something we watched on TV, or even read in a book. So anytime we respond emotionally to a situation, that could affect our belief system. Let's say there's a 3-year-old girl. She watches her parents argue. She doesn't know what's happening, but she forms the belief that all men are abusive and therefore a threat. When that child grows up, her brain starts sabotaging all of her relationships with the opposite gender. And she wonders, why do I always meet the wrong guys? Why does this keep happening to me? Why do all relationships end badly? And that is actually a real story of one of the MasterKit users. It took her quite some time to figure out why this kept happening. Well, the reason was, as a little girl, she wasn't able to recognize that there was actually no aggressor in that situation. But a small event seemed huge to her and then led to delayed consequences in her later life. When we get older, we strengthen our analytical ability. So more often than not, we are able to contemplate if that belief makes sense or not, unless it is caused by a strong emotional reaction. Let's say you watch a movie, for example, that truly moved you. Let's take Titanic. Titanic could lead you to form the belief that every true pure love inevitably ends with a broken heart. However, that's not the same case for everybody. Somebody else could have a completely different reaction to the same movie or a similar life experience. Now let's move on to see how we deal with those negative limiting beliefs. Most of the time, our subconscious mind would create life events over and over again to give us the chance to get rid of that limiting belief. So, for example, if you have the belief that every true love that you experience inevitably ends with a broken heart, that will repeat itself until you stop being afraid of another broken heart or another failed relationship. Once this stops triggering you, it'll go away. However, that's a very long and unpleasant journey. Instead, you could seek the help of a psychologist and go through therapy. That would definitely be a shorter way and less unpleasant. However, that would cost you a lot of money, but it's definitely better than the first option. And finally, the most efficient way, both time and money-wise, is using the MasterKit by Daria Trudneva. Using her app, you can work at your own pace in private, and you can localize and delete a specific belief from your belief system. Daria explains how the subconscious mind works this way. Imagine there's a door to your subconscious, and there's a guard in front of that door. Now you're trying to talk to the guard and get him to help you to reach your life's goals, except the guard doesn't speak English, he speaks gibberish. So he doesn't understand you and therefore cannot help you. Somehow, a long time ago, by accident, you gave him the command to protect you from relationships. And he does so very specifically and very diligently. And now you're trying to explain to him that that request is outdated and that you don't want that anymore. However, since the guard doesn't understand you, you cannot explain yourself to him, he cannot help you. It's all in vain. What the MasterKit does is it provides you with a translator so you can communicate with the guard. You can speak to him in his own language. And finally, he will respond to you like a genie. He'll say, "Your wish is my command." Your subconscious is your friend. It is trying to make your life better. And it does so according to its own understanding based on your beliefs. Some of them are benefiting you, others not so much. It's up to you to create the life you most want. Like, subscribe, and let us know which topic you would like to hear about next.